Sound familiar? Paper invoices and delivery notes go missing. Matching them to the right SAP document takes valuable time, and tracking down a specific paper record can bring your process to a halt. This is exactly the problem we solve with automated scanning and archiving of incoming invoices using barcodes. With 30 years of experience and over 1,300 customers as the trusted SAP partner, this demonstration shows you a very simple process for scanning and archiving documents in SAP. So every paper document is automatically linked to the correct SAP posting, with nothing lost and nothing to search for. inPuncto's solution enables scanning directly within the SAP GUI. You can scan the document immediately after posting it, or separate the posting of the line items from the scanning process itself. In both cases, the solution works together with a mass processing server and an integrated archiving system, ensuring that every document is processed, stored, and tracked in a consistent way. This keeps the entire process fully transparent, traceable at every step, and compliant with audit requirements. Let's see how easily we can enter paper document to the SAP system. For our first example, we post an invoice using transaction at FB60. We start by selecting the appropriate vendor. Once that's done, we enter the invoice date, which in this example is today's date. For this example, we'll enter the reference number shown here and an amount of 120 euros. Next, we enter the appropriate GL account. This ensures that the invoice is assigned to the correct general ledger account in accordance with the required accounting process. At this stage, we enter the amount once again and choose the appropriate cost center for the allocation. Once the correct cost center has been selected, we can continue with the next step of the posting process. The final step is to post the document. Once the posting is completed, the system automatically gives us the option to add the barcode, allowing the document to be linked and archived as part of the overall process. SAP requires barcode for this document before it can be saved. Now we simply enter the barcode in this field. This can be done either manually or by using a barcode scanner. In this demonstration, I'm using a barcode scanner, which makes the process much faster and helps save valuable time. The process is simple and runs automatically in the background, so no further action is required from the user at this point. Once it has been completed, the document is ready for the next stage of the workflow, and we can continue processing it as usual. A complete overview of all documents waiting to be scanned is available through transaction OAM1. Now let's switch to this transaction and take a closer look at the available information. Here, we can verify whether everything has been processed correctly and check the current status of the document. This allows us to confirm that the previous steps have been completed successfully before we continue. There it is. This view displays all barcodes that are currently waiting to be linked to their corresponding physical documents. Now, let's switch to the SAP system and take a look at transaction MIGO. In transaction MIGO, we will show you the second example. Here too, we can add a barcode manually via the generic object services function. Let's click here to open the corresponding menu, where we have the option to enter a barcode manually. By selecting this function, we can start the barcode entry process and provide the required information directly in the system. Now, I will add the barcode manually using the same procedure. After entering the barcode information, I can simply save it directly, and the system will process the entry accordingly. Now, let's go back to transaction OAM1 and review the current status of the barcode entries in the system. Here, we can check if the two barcodes we have created during the previous steps are now available and correctly registered. Yeah, there are two barcodes right now waiting in the system in two different objects. So, okay, now that we have completed this step, we can go back to the beginning of the process and return to the initial view to continue with the next steps of the demonstration. We now launch the inPuncto scanning application, Biz2 Scanner. Now, SAP takes care of the entire scanning process by selecting the appropriate scenario and scanning the complete batch of documents in one single step. This means that both pages are scanned at the same time in a single pass, ensuring that the complete document is captured in one scanning step. We check both scanned pages, the first and the second, together with the barcodes on them. If everything looks correct, we simply confirm the entry by clicking the OK button. Now, let's return to the SAP system and switch back to transaction OAM1, where we can continue with the next step of the process. Let's do that now by returning to the transaction and checking the table once again to verify whether the barcodes are still listed there and waiting in the system. This allows us to confirm that everything has been processed correctly up to this point. The table is now empty because the documents have been found and automatically linked, which means there are no more pending barcode entries to be processed. We also check the results in MIGO. So, let's go back to the transaction once again and verify that the results have been updated correctly and everything is displayed as expected. We select the object, and in the list of attachments, we see the scanned document with today's date. When I double-click, we can see that already here. And here we can see the attached invoice together with the barcode, confirming that the document has been correctly processed and is now available in the system. In this way, the entire process remains fully transparent and easy to follow at every stage. Every step can be traced whenever needed, providing a clear overview of the document flow and processing status. This completes the second example of our demonstration. Let's now go to transaction FB03. We enter the document number and also specify the corresponding year. Once all the required information has been entered, we click OK. Now we're back in our first example, and we can open the attachment list to check whether the document is already available there. Yes, we've already received the invoice. We double-click to open it, and it appears automatically. And here we can see the other invoice that we scanned, now displayed on the screen for verification. So, everything is now complete, and all the invoices have been successfully attached to their proper locations. As you can see, the entire process has been completed correctly, and every document is available exactly where it is expected to be. With this solution, lost paper documents and time-consuming manual matching are a thing of the past. Every invoice is automatically archived and easy to find whenever you need it. Ready to optimize your SAP processes and automate your document handling? Join our success story and benefit from 30 years of experience. Contact us today. You will find a link to our website and more detailed information in the description below.